55 years old. I do not have 20 years to rebuild something, to be with a startup company. I've been there, done that. Listen, when I started 20 years ago and I built my insurance empire, we had one company, one product. It took a couple of weeks to a month to get paid, and it took about a month for onboarding. And there was plenty of other headaches along the way, but I'll just leave it at that. And when I sold that company and decided I was going to do something else, I made a decision. I didn't have 20 years. I had to find the machine that was already built, like the machine done, built, there, over with. And I found eXp. And while the other guys are out there, trying to copy our model, trying to say they're just like us, trying to build what we've already built, they're burning through cash, losing their leaders and dividing their teams and on bad decisions. I've been there. I've done it. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. I don't have 20 years. They got top leaders stepping down. Their funding is drying up and gone. Meanwhile, we're over here cash flow positive, running on all cylinders. Oh, yes, we are. Leading the industry in training and education and innovation. See, we've already made the tough decisions. We've already scaled. We've already weathered the storm. We're not a startup. We're not a maybe. We're the Tesla of real estate. We're the Uber of agent opportunity. We are the Amazon of legacy building. And as for me, I don't have to rebuild from zero. I already have a proven coaching program that works. And now I just get to add that to a company that's already proven, that's already here. Because the opportunity's now. And I'm all in. I got the pleasure of meeting some incredible leaders with our organization last week. And one gentleman said from stage, and this is what grabbed me, over the next 5 years, we will get another 150,000 people, agents that join our team. 150,000 agents. We're currently at 90,000. Right there, ding, 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 ding. That told me the opportunity is as great as it was back then. And I know there's some fools that are leaving us going, well, I'm going to go over here and be the next superstar over there. No, you get the opportunity with something that's already built, something that's already done, something that's already proven. That's not a maybe. That's here right now. And it's going to double. It's going to be bigger than what it is today. You have the opportunity to do something great here, do something amazing. Now, this all begins. Leadership is where it all begins. Everything rises and falls on leadership. I've been around bad leaders. I've been around great leaders. Right now, I'm around the Steve Jobs of real estate. His name is Glenn Sanford. He's the founder of eXp. This man is the reason why we have grown the way we have grown. I have read books on leadership that came over and took over a culture and destroyed it. I've read books of leaders that try to build a culture and never quite got it off the ground. And then I've read great leaders that did great things in their industry. And I get to be part of this with Glenn and watch him and see what he can do. He's a genius when it comes to putting all the numbers and everything works out, the revenue share. He's an absolute genius. But I think this is where he's even gooder, in my opinion. The man lets people be heard. I was invited to a meeting. I'm not too sure why I was invited to it, but I was invited to it. I was blessed to be invited to it. But these were the top leaders. And I'm not a top leader with this organization right now. I will be. But right now I'm not. I mean, I already am in my head. I've done it before. I'll do it again. But I got invited to this meeting. And what I saw was pure genius from this man, Glenn Sanford. They were making some decisions that had to be made. And when you make a decision with your top leadership, emotions are going to come out. There's going to be not everybody's going to agree on everything. I mean, come on. It just doesn't happen that way. And it got dramatic. People got emotional. And they got up and they talked about why we should do it this way and not this way, and why we should do it that way and not this way, and da-da-da-da. And I watched Glenn sit there. And please pay attention. This is where most people miss great leadership. He sat there and just let people talk. He let them be heard. I've seen other leaders stand up and say, listen, I founded this company. Ain't nobody smarter than me. I'm the best. I've literally heard those words and watched those companies fall apart to trash. Glenn just sat there, let everybody be heard, let them talk, took notes on what they were saying to him. Listen, the man's a genius. At any moment, he could have stood up and said, guys, gals, I've already looked at what y'all have shown me. Like I've ran everything through the beta. I've ran everything you're showing me, I've already looked at. You're boring me. Give me something better. He could have said that. But the man chose to sit there, be quiet, listen, and let his leaders be heard. I'm going to tell you something. If you're underperforming where you're at right now, it's because you don't feel like you belong. You don't feel like you belong. And when you don't feel like you belong, you cannot perform at the level that God makes you to perform at. I promise you can't. What Glenn showed me is even someone like me that's coming over here and starting over, I belong. My voice will be heard. I get to help build and shape this machine. Everything rises and falls on leadership. And then I met Daniel Ng. I studied Daniel. I paid attention to Daniel. Every great leader is a great follower. Every great leader is a great follower. Every great leader is a great follower. And I don't know of another man that follows better than him. See, I went to my first meeting, my first real big meeting. And I walked into this room with all this great leadership, and I felt like I knew all of them. You know why I felt like I knew all of them? Because Daniel had already talked great about them. Daniel had already told me all the great attributes of every leader in this organization. I walk into this room, I'm not a stranger no more. He told me all the great attributes of everybody in this room. He bragged about them. He told me their strengths. Now listen to me. They ain't perfect. We're all jacked up. We're all messed up. But here's what Daniel didn't do. He didn't tell me how great this person was and then tell me all the bad things that this person can't do. See, Daniel leaves that out. Daniel pushes that down. That's what makes great leadership. That's what gives you the ability to go stronger, to go harder, because you know you have a man, a person on your team that is going to do nothing but lift you up. No gossip, no bullcrap. We ain't got time for that. I was like, man, this is where I need to be. I've watched people tear people down and they wonder why their company ain't growing. Because if you're tearing people down, guess what? See, it's a myth to think that companies grow. That's a lie. That's a lie straight from the pit of hell. Companies do not, listen to me, do not grow. People grow. Glenn gets that. Daniel gets that. People grow. When the people grow, the company grows. Now, Daniel could have pointed out what this person did, what that person. No, I felt immediate connection when I got around all this great leadership because he told me everything great they did. That right there, in just talking about those two great leaders, and there's more, there's way more, but just talking about that is reason enough for me to say, you know what? At the age of 55, I'm going to build another company and sell it for 7 figures just to say I did it. And I know I can do it. Like, there is no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in anybody around me that's knowing what I've done knows I can do it here with incredible leadership like that. And so can you. That might be the element you're missing. One of the greatest human needs is to feel is this right here. Do I belong? Do I belong? And when you feel like you belong, sky's the limit. Next, education, training, and innovation. When I first got into real estate, I had someone call to educate me and help me. And I said to him, I said, hey man, I've picked eXp, brother. And he says, I need to help you. As someone that's been doing this for 15 years, his exact words, as someone that's been doing this for 15 years, I need to help you. I said, what's that? He said, you need to join a traditional brokerage. I said, what's traditional? What does that mean? That means where you can go to a classroom, they have a building, and you can go sit in it, and you got people there to train you. I said, oh. So you want me to continue to shop at J.C. Penney's as opposed to Amazon? I got you. You want me to go to Best Buy as opposed to Netflix? I got you. What are you talking about? See, training and education has to be done in non-income producing activity time slots. And Glenn has built it that way. We have education training on demand. We have eXp University. Hey, do me a favor, comment below. I'd love to tell you more about eXp University. In fact, if you got any questions, just put them below. I will reach back out to you and get to you. I can't see them right now, but comment below about eXp University right there alone. Now, I hope Glenn doesn't listen to this. Glenn should charge money for that because other organizations, traditional organizations, are charging money. It's a revenue stream for them. It's another revenue stream for them. Glenn's like, I'm putting it all out here for free. I kind of wish he would charge for it because if he did, people would actually use it more. No kidding. We're weird that way. We really are. Now, I hope he doesn't, and I hope he allows me to get it through everybody's thick skull. Listen, it's there. You ain't got to pay for it. Boom, you're done. But it's already there. And I can't stress this enough, you get to study and do education and training during non-income producing activity. And what I learned inside of real estate is very few people understand what IPA even means. Income producing activity is not, and I repeat, is not education and training. I apologize, but it's not. Don't get mad at me. But it's not. And if you allow me to get in your head on IPA, I can change your world. I can help you become rich. Now, this gentleman that bragged to me about, I've been doing this for 15 years. Paul, sit down, young man. I know you did great and you sold your company for multi-seven figures, but I need to educate you on real estate. I've been doing this 15 years. Strike one. Are you still doing transactions? He said, yes. You bragging about that? See, anybody that if you come into my presence and you join our MVP factory, I'm telling you right now, you and I are on a crash course. After 5 years, you ain't doing transactions no more. You have built a business. We ain't doing transactions forever. Now, if you are doing them in year 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, that's because you want to. That's because you want to, not to pay the bills. But I got a 2-year business plan here with these guys. That's amazing. That's phenomenal. That'll set you free from doing that. Don't brag to me. Don't get mad at me either. But don't brag to me that you're doing transactions 15 years. Why? Well, I need to make money. Don't brag about that. You're not with the right outfit. You're with the outfit where only the broker makes money and he or she don't share the revenue with everybody. That don't work for me. I'm on a mission to teach people how to be wealthy. I'm on a mission to teach people to be business owners. So we have all the education and training and innovation that you could possibly imagine. It's amazing. It's not another revenue stream for Glenn. Very easily could be. Hope he doesn't hear this and change his mind, but it very easily could be. Next up, I have a 12-week I Can't Quit program. And I'll tell you this, if you follow this to the T for 12 weeks, it works. It worked for me for 20 years in insurance. Same thing here. Nothing's changed. I love the real estate agents that try to tell me, oh, it's so much different over here. No, it ain't. It's the same. I looked into it. I did some transactions. I laughed. Nope, it's the same. It's all the same, okay? But I got a 12-week program that I promise you, if you follow it, you will have crazy success. Now, I want to share something with you. I've already kind of alluded to it a little bit. Oops, I did that incorrect. Employee, self-employed, business owner, investor. In 2005, I had a gentleman by the name of Fitz that told me to read this book. And I read this book and I got really excited because I was broke. I've lost all my cars. I've lost the house that my wife, she picked everything. We had it built. She picked out, the flooring, countertops, paint. She put the bathroom where she wanted the bathroom. She wanted an extra bathroom upstairs. This was her baby. And I had to look that beautiful woman in the eye and say, listen, we can't afford this no more. It's over. Can't do it. So I've lost everything. I get it. And this is why I preach this. And I won't stop preaching this. Okay. We have this issue inside of real estate where everybody stops at being self-employed, just like the gentleman that told me he's bragging about doing this. Don't brag about that. Don't brag about that unless you just choose to. Okay. And if you choose to, you better sell me really hard as to why you choose to. I don't believe you. I want you to go to a business owner. What this stands for is employee, self-employed, business owner, investor. And this comes from Robert Kiyosaki's book, Cash Flow Quadrant. And when I read this, I said, oh, dear Lord, this is where I want to be. I have figured it out. I have absolutely figured it out. Now, ironically, he was talking about real estate when he was talking about the cash flow quadrant. I wasn't doing real estate then. Wasn't even thinking about doing real estate then. But I was like, holy cow, I'm going to build a business. And I found a model very, very similar to this model where I could build a business on someone else's platform. And I went all in. See, this is an ugly area right here, the self-employed area. People say things like, I'm self-employed and loving it. You've not been doing it long enough if you say you're loving it. Self-employed is not good. Okay. You got to be there to get to become a business owner. I get it, but you're not meant to stay there. Unfortunately, so many people stay there. I interview a lot of real estate agents and talk to them one-on-one. And if they've been doing the business 10, 15, 20 years, I mean, our conversations are very quick. I mean, they might last long, but I ain't listening no more because I know everything they're going to tell me that's wrong with real estate. And I'd love to just tell them, though, what's wrong with real estate is you chose the wrong outfit. Okay. You didn't choose an outfit where you could be a business owner. Now, I don't say that to them because it's just wasted the time. It's like, hang up, let's get to the next phone call. But I'm telling you right now, this is where you need to be. Now, self-employed. So people misrepresent what Tom Ferry says. Tom Ferry's this real estate guru, knows everything, so on and so forth. And Tom will tell you, when you get into real estate, you're in business for yourself. You're in business for yourself. He did not say you're building a business, but you can't treat it like a hobby. You got to treat it like you're a business owner, but you're not in business for yourself. Tom never says that because you are not. You are self-employed. And at this point, self-employed is worse than employed because when self quits working, self is unemployed. And when self is unemployed, he loses his cars, loses his house, and he can't feed his kids. I've been there. I'm on a mission. As long as there's air in my lungs, I'm going to talk to people about building this. And we have the best 2-year business model here at eXp. Hands down, best. So, self-employed business owner. I want to teach you how to get to business owner. Now, I'm not knocking self-employed. I'm not even knocking employee. I'm not knocking any of them. But what I want to do is help you understand there's a big difference. Right here, business owner, my man Daniel, he's going on another trip this year. Last year, he went to Europe for 2 years. He's going back to Europe, 2 months, sorry. He went back. He's going back this year for another 2 months. Here's what's going to happen. His business will grow while he's gone. Not doing transactions. He's not doing transactions over in Europe. He's enjoying his family. He's enjoying the people he's around. I watch my man, Tom Chong. He's got 3,000 people on his team. He travels with his family. And I know I'm going to see pictures of him here real soon where he's traveling all around the world with his family. He's going to be with that family. He's going to enjoy his family. He ain't got to worry about picking up his phone for a transaction. His business will grow. That's a business owner. See, it grows in spite of you. It grows with or without you. Once you build it, it grows with or without you. Especially on a platform like this where you got Glenn Sanford as the leader. It'll grow with or without you. It's going to happen. And I watch great leaders in this organization that have gone full force into this. And I want to teach you because it's not that hard. People complicate it. Listen, man, I barely graduated high school. I can barely spell. There was 522 people in my graduating high school class. I was 502. I beat 20 people. And my mom's very upset with those numbers. She says, there's no way those numbers are true. It's impossible that I beat 20 people is what she says. She goes, you were never there. I don't know how you beat 20 people. I said, I'm with you. I don't know if they GED'd out. I don't know if they died, but I beat 20 people. But I'm telling you, it's because of that. I'm just stupid enough to believe it's simple. Therefore, I keep it simple. If you're really smart and you start questioning everything, I need you to hang around me for a while. I will dumb you down in a good way, not a bad way. But I will dumb you down to where you get to a point where you say, you know what? This is simple. I said, I know it is. I promise you it's simple. Don't confuse my simplicity. Let me show you how it works, okay? It's so simple that I can do it on a dry erase board. It's so simple I can do it on a napkin. I can do it on a paper towel. I don't got to pull out my iPad and have some fancy thing. I don't got to draw something on the computer. I want to keep this as simple as it is. That's why I chose to do this. I have a state-of-the-art studio. I could do this drawing on the computer right here in front of you. I could pull up the screen, but I want to keep it simple for you, okay? Over the next 90 days, we're going to start your 2-year business plan, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to get 12 people on your team. We're going to get 12 people on your team over the next 90 days. We're going to be laser focused. 12 people on your team. Now, you're not alone. You're not doing this alone. This is where I'm great. I ain't great at adding, subtracting, multiplication, numbers. Those are all numbers, Paul. Spelling. I don't know east, west, north, south. I'll punch you if you use those words, but I'm great at this. I'm really, really good at this. And I will walk you through on how to do this as long as you don't complicate it. As long as you don't try to mess up the scenario, da, 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 da. And here's what I need you to do if you join my team. I'm going to say this to you a lot. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. My last team actually bought us a t-shirt for our team that said, don't worry about it. Because you're worrying about stuff that doesn't matter. And I'm watching it in real estate. People come on and like, well, I don't know how to use KV Core. I don't know how to use SkySlope. I don't know how to do this. I don't even know how to, where is the contract? I don't even know what is BAC. I don't know. Don't worry about it. Get customers first. But I need to know all that stuff. You might not ever get a customer. Why would you worry about that? Don't worry about that. I will simplify your life and you will get rich if you allow me. If you want to tell me how many college degrees you have, we're in trouble. Hide those for me for a little bit, okay? I'm proud of you. I didn't do it. I'm proud of you. But right now, I need you to dumb this down and keep it simple. I can help you get 12 people on your team in the next 90 days if you allow me. And this will start your 2-year business plan that will radically change your life forever. It did me. I was just stupid enough to believe that it would work. And it worked. So when you bring, this is you right here, and you bring in 12 people, every time they do a transaction, you get revenue. Glenn shares the revenue with you. And here's the cool thing. Let's just keep things simple. Don't mess me up. We're going to keep things simple and say each one of these 12 brings in one person. Now you have 24 people on your team. I can do those types of numbers. No big deal. Now you have 24 people. When they do transactions, you're sharing in the revenue. Is life getting gooder at this point? Are you in this thing alone? Are you worried about your next transaction? Because let me tell you something. When I'm focused on this, I will beat you in transactions, and I barely know how to spell real estate because I'm not focused solely on transactions. How much money am I going to make? What am I going to get for this? If I sell a $500,000 home, how much do I make? I don't worry about none of that. I play the numbers. I will teach you to play the numbers. You can't beat the numbers. Numbers can't beat you. Play the numbers. And I'm telling you, I'll do more transactions than the person that's done this 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Because I'm not just focused solely on that transaction. When you're focused solely on that transaction, you get nervous, you get tight, you don't do all the right things. But when you focus just outside of that on something bigger, someone once asked me, hey, I want to get better at sales and transactions. You ready? I said, invite one person, it changes your life. No kidding. Invite 2, we on to something. Invite 12, you're at the start of a 2-year business plan that will forever change your family's history. Forever change your family's history on this 2-year plan. Now, I'm going to caution you, okay? Please don't call me. How much do I get when he or she does a transaction? How much do I get when he or she does? Don't do that. I'm begging you not to do that. The numbers are there. You know, this isn't the wild, wild west. We're traded on NASDAQ. Our stock is doing great. You know, it's not, we will show you the numbers, but I'm begging you not to look at them long. I barely even looked at them and said, got it, check, done. Because I know I get my 12, everything else will take care of itself. I get my 12, I'm on the way to being like Tom Chong and getting 3,000. I get my 12, I'm on the way like Daniel Wing getting 1,000. I get my 12, I'm just like Cliff Freeman getting 13,000. No kidding. I get my 12, I'm on the way to going to anybody that's got, I don't care how many people they got on their team. I'm on my way there. Okay. So focus on that. Focus on the numbers that are going to change everything. Because the moment you start worrying about what you're going to make off this one person is the moment you need to get out of the business. Here's what I need you to worry. If you're going to worry about this. What is his or her favorite color? How many kids does she or he have? What's their favorite football team? What's their favorite hobbies? Did they go to college? Did they not go to college? Right? I need you to get to know this person, not look at them as a dollar sign. When I got in this business, someone said, I look at everybody as a dollar sign. I will never listen to you again. I love you. You're doing great. I'm proud of you. That ain't my deal. I don't look at anybody as a dollar sign. It's not going to happen. Okay. So this goes 7 levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 levels. So I'm telling you right now, there's going to be people down here that you don't even know who they are, don't even know their names yet. They're going to do a transaction. And you're like, whoa, Jimmy down here did a transaction. I should call him because Paul said I need to get to know him. Yes. That's what you need to do. Not how much did I make off of Jimmy. You're going to make a lot. I need you to do me a favor. Real estate agents drive me nuts sometimes. I need you to take a deep breath. You're going to get smoking rich in this thing. You're just going to get smoking rich. You just got to take a deep breath and breathe. Quit stressing and worrying about everything, man. Just take a deep breath. Bring in enough people. Now, if you don't do the 2-year business plan, you ain't getting wealth. You ain't getting wealthy or rich. You can keep doing transactions. God bless you. I love you. I'm not mad at you. But again, as long as I got air in these lungs, I'm going to preach this because I had to look at my wife and say, we can't live here no more. We couldn't feed the kids. My wife, go out and purchase my book and read it. It has everything in there. It's only 100 pages. You can go to ican'tquit.life, ican'tquit.life and get the book. It's only 100 pages, but it talks about everything we have been through financially. My wife is powerful. My wife is strong. I want you to know that as I'm sitting here telling you all this stuff, I don't want you to think she's weak. She's very, very powerful, very strong, because she was just stupid enough to believe with me that we could do it. And now, because we've done it, we're on a mission to teach other people this stuff works. I don't care what you're doing, real estate, solar panels, it don't matter. Now, the good news is we in real estate, which is the best business in the world to be in. Like for real, if you would just take a deep breath, you're going to make more than doctors. I used to recruit doctors. I know how they weren't making money 25 years ago. They're making less now, right? I'm telling you right now, we got it all here in real estate. So I will walk you through and show you how to do this. You and I will do this together. You're not alone. You ain't doing this part alone, okay? I'm gonna hold your hand through this and say, this is what we're going to do. I got a 12-week coaching program that's going to help you do some transactions, okay? Because you need to get some money coming in right now. I get it. I got it. I understand it. That's just to pay the bills. Transactions aren't to get rich. Transactions pay the bills. Keep the lights on, man. But that's all that's for. But the moment you get a bum knee or can't work or can't do something, that money ain't coming in. Do you have this? Can you do like Tom and Daniel and Calvin? Calvin's going to Asia for 2 months this year. You want to take vacations like that? Like for real. You want to take vacations like that? And when you take a vacation like that, you're there. You're not on your phone the whole time worrying about your next transaction. That's what this does for you. We have it here. And we have a model that just continues to build. Now, I'm just going to shed a little bit of light in this, and I'm going to say goodbye to you. It doesn't really end here at 7. My man Glenn built an infinite loop. And I was like, oh, dear Lord, this dude's smart. Like, cool. And here's the cool thing about having a leader that's that smart. All you got to do is work hard. See, you shouldn't be worrying about nothing. If you're worrying about something, why? We got a dude steering this ship in the right direction. Shut up, get to work. You don't got to, we ain't got to worry about it. I just got to talk to people every day, get them in the system, get them trained in my 12-week coaching program, get them to meet Daniel, give them to meet the leadership, get them to get around the leadership and think differently. But he built an infinite loop. That's all I'm going to say. I'll say one more because my man Melvin likes this. Melvin comes to me from the other world, and he joined, and I said, hey, we got this thing. It's called, I'm going to call it infinite loop. They call it co-sponsoring. And what that means, Melvin, is that I can coach you and teach you how to do this, right? And then you can find someone else that can teach you how to be like a little miniature Tom Ferry, right? And so they get to teach you all the stuff and do the transactions, and I get to teach you this. You get the best of both worlds, buddy. And then I talked to Melvin. I said, remember our old business house, so-and-so, you could have been a part of so-and-so's team. He's like, no way. I said, yeah, but no, you couldn't. But here, you can. I'm going to leave it at that. It's incredible. Here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that say, you know what? I will join your 12-week coaching program. I will have an I can't quit attitude. I have maybe failed miserably in the past. I've never gotten to a point where I've made $200,000 a month like you. I've never gotten to a point where I've sold a business for multi-millions. But man, I know it's in me. That's what I want to hear from you. I do not want to hear about all the failures, not because I don't care, but because you need to quit saying them. See, when I talk to people, they're so well rehearsed in their failures. I'm like, man, you're good at that. You have told that same sob story over and over. And here is the problem with that. You believe it and you're stuck in it. You're not going to get out of that muck. We're going to get out of there together. I'm going to help pull you out. Daniel's going to help pull you out. Glenn's going to help pull you out. Brent Gove going to help pull you out. Gene Frederick going to help pull you out. You got so many people to pull you out of that muck as long as you quit saying it. And then guess what? Here's when you get to tell people when you get your massive victory. Then you get to do just like I did. Hey, I was broke. I had to look my wife in the eyes. My wife used to go to the bank and beg. Her name was Bettina. We'll never forget her name. I wish we could find her. And beg her, listen, we're about to get money coming in, but our NSF fees are so damn big that we ain't going to get no money and we need the money. Bettina was so sweet. She would try so hard. She would literally sit there for hours with Tamara trying to figure out, we can get rid of this and we can get rid of that. She'd call a manager. That manager would say, no, she'd call another manager. I'm telling you, we've been there. We've done that. Go get yours. We're getting ours. Adios.